Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, whenever possible, we let old Trump lead our show. And he does again today. Trump has agreed to give a deposition as it relates to January 6th. How do you like that? You think Barack Obama would do that? Hell no. Good old Donald Trump is going to give his sworn testimony because he's got nothing to hide. Also, this weekend, Dallas, CPAC. It's their second convention of the year. Trump owns the CPAC. Go get him, Donald. DeWine says it all. Linda Caudell will love this. I'm sure she already knows. Mike DeWine, governor of Ohio, is part of Joe Biden's, he's co-chair of Biden's Governor's Council. Nice selection, Joe. You can have him. Kamala Harris is leading up a $25 million voter registration drive, and she said we have to keep the Republicans from taking our power. See what it's all about? Power. She let it slip. It's not about America. It's not about doing a good job. It's not about solving problems. It's about power to give out the jobs, give out the money, do all the corruption. It's what Kamala Harris and the Democrats are all about. CNN analyst is saying it's time, it's past time, that we require vaccination and vaccination passports. You know, CNN is doubling down on a sinking ship. Let them. Ohio's failed vax lottery. The reports are in. The vax lottery, costing millions of dollars, hasn't increased vaccination rates at all. Of course, Kentucky's begun their stupid vax lottery as well. Rand Paul has introduced legislation saying face masks on airplanes is BS. It's time to end it. By the way, I was sitting there thinking about this. You have to wear a face mask in an airplane? I tuned in to a little part of the NBA Finals game last night. Phoenix, Arizona arena filled, no face masks, people sitting right next to each other. Oh, I get it. They can't spread the corona, but you can spread it on an airplane. HHS Secretary Bachira says it's government's business to know if you're vaccinated. Sounds a little Soviet to me. Nuclear war. The Pentagon has issued a report that nuclear war is probably more possible now than ever. Duh. Can you imagine the Joe Biden Defense Department who's worried about diversity versus our enemies? And we have an intelligence agency that's more worried about keeping them in office than doing their jobs. It scares me to death, folks. I mean, you have to be brain dead not to be worried about the quote-unquote dirty nuclear bomb going off in one of our major cities. And what happens to the economy then? It's why I don't want to be in the stock market. What happens to the stock market if that happens? Kaboom. 78% of Americans believe in voter ID. That number's gone way up. Good for you. The other 22% are a bunch of cheaters. Pretty clear. Michael AVENATTI, see ya, 2.5 years, and he's still facing like 2 or 3 other criminal trials. And you know what? He cried. Mr. Big Tough Guy. Go back and watch the highlights of all the CNN, MSNBC folks talking about this guy. He's a beast. He's going to get Trump. He even screwed over Stormy Daniels. Scumbag city. And then rather than take it like a man, by the way, I've only been to jail. Well, I went to jail twice on a BS warrant for not showing up in court that I didn't know about. I was only in jail for 2 days. And the other time I went 8 hours. Instead of crying and begging, I looked at Judge Schweikert and said, "You're evil." I didn't cry, I didn't beg. You take your punishment. Toyota donations. Toyota's not going to donate to any of the Republicans that supported or said anything about the election commission fights and anything else. Who gives a damn? They don't need your money, Toyota. Remember, American Communist 10, Toyota's part of them. CNN anchor says Republicans are dirty pigs. If you're a Republican, why would you ever watch CNN, MSNBC? If you're a Democrat, I would understand why you would want to watch Fox News, for example. Nobody's ever going to watch CNN, MSNBC if you're a Republican. Nobody. And I think conservative Democrats have probably had enough too, as well as independents. Black Florida man was shot by police. Cameras show black man pointing a gun at the cop shoots him. Is there going to be any outrage that a black man? By the way, I keep saying this because what's going on across this country, it's black gangsters that are doing all the killing. Yet they keep saying white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy terrorism. No, and by the way, it's not good, hardworking black Americans who are great people. But the black hoodlums, it's a free-for-all. Black gangsters. It's not even white gangsters doing it. White House and Hunter, apparently the White House is in on Hunter's secret donations to buy his artwork to avoid ethics issues. What? I'm telling you, it's enough to make your head explode. Enough to make your head explode. The Olympics, Japan declared it, no spectators. Can you imagine this? Just think the whole country of Japan, what they're going to lose out on with their Olympics. You talk about a financial bust. No spectators and tourists. And how eerie is that going to be for the participants? It's not going to be the same. This Olympics is going to be a bust. And NBC, who owns it, it's going to be the worst ratings ever. You watch. MSNBC, Joy Reid. It's not Jay, Sabrina, it's Joy. I'm telling you right now, they keep her on the air. She said these radicalized parent activists are the ones fighting these school boards across the country. Joy Reid, how does she keep her job? Don't get it. Kutcher, Ashton Kutcher, another liberal. He's expressing concern about TikTok in China. See how it's happening? See these people. See, if more and more of them do it, more and more of them get comfortable doing it. And we need them. We need Bill Maher and Russell Brand and people like Ashton Kutcher to see the light. We're not going to see the light on all the issues, but on some of these crazy issues, we need these people. Art degree from Ivy League will cost you about $300,000. And guess what? They say the average income with an art degree, 30 grand. By the way, I like art. My wife has an art degree. New York Times is under fire for advocating pornography literacy for first graders. What is it about the American Communist 10 that wants to increase? I think Christy Alley's right. They want to make it normal for kids to be into the sexualization. By the way, I have grandchildren who are ages 10, 8, 7, and 2. And they are sweet, innocent children. For anything to invade that innocence, I'd kill. I'd kill. Cincinnati Zoo doing COVID vaccines for the animals that are under stress. My God, COVID vaccines for zoo animals? You think a rhinoceros is going to die of COVID? I don't think so. Joe Otis Deters. I praised him about his comment, and I'm going to praise him right now. He said stop and frisk is a way to go. It worked in New York City. See, I am a rational person. Even Joe Otis betrayed the Durrani victims in a big way. When he says something right, I'll agree with him. Biden, his new nickname, of course, is 16 cents. We put that satire up, that meme from Babylon Bee about a coin with Joe Biden in front, ice cream cone on the other side. Joe Biden, Mr. 16 cents. That is funny crap right there. Last but not least, the San Francisco Gay Choir does a freaking musical video where they tell the world they're coming for your kids. Now, all of you that say there's no connection between that lifestyle and pedophilia, I get that. Just because somebody's gay doesn't make them a pedophile. But this video, wow, wow, wow. Sicko stuff. Jack Wagon of the universe. Oh, I forgot one final thing. Conor McGregor fights this weekend. And my son says on the undercard, a guy that's a karate man. So I'm going to watch the Karate Man and Conor McGregor, and you should too. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Phoenix Suns in 4.